How's it going, everybody? This is Josh from the channel Sense. This is a special video, so definitely stick around for this one. This is going to be a review of the House Alexandria fragrances. Stay tuned.
Hold up.
How's it going, everybody? Josh here again from the channel Sense. We're gonna go over a very special house, Alexandria Fragrances, owned and operated by Hanny, as many of you may know him on Facebook fragrance groups. Really active member in the fragrance community, really good guy. What Alexandria Fragrances does is they do interpretations of fragrances, and I want to use that word very strongly because a lot of people, there's companies out there that do impressions. Like you'll go to Walmart and there'll be a bottle that says our impression of Drakkar Noir. That's garbage. That stuff right there is just watered down garbage that you don't even want to wear possibly the original fragrance. I mean, this stuff is not what Hanny's putting out. Hanny's putting out his own interpretation of very popular fragrances from very popular houses such as Amouage, Xerjoff, Creed, Roja. Like, he puts out quality niche interpretations, and the reason why I use that word so strongly is because if you didn't know what he was interpreting, if you had never had your nose on the original fragrance, you wouldn't care, because that's how good these things are. They could be their own standalone fragrances, as if Hanny had put them out first, you'd be clamoring to buy these. They're very good on pricing. For a 30 mil, it's $34.99, which is dirt cheap in my opinion. And for a 60 mil, it's $59.99, which is also dirt cheap in my opinion. So I definitely think this stuff is worth every penny. The quality is there, the customer service quality is there, and I mean, forget about it. Hanny's such a good guy. And you definitely should check out these fragrances. Disclaimer, before I start on these, Hanny actually sent me these fragrances for free for reviewing, so I'm gonna give you my honest opinion on it. So if you think I'm just fluffing up this house, I'm not. This is just my personal opinion. And the very first one we're gonna go over is a Damascus Rose. Man, it's a really good fragrance. You smell rose, woods, vetiver, and musk. There's tons of wood notes. There's cedar, there's oud, more to mention from the original fragrance this was interpreting. It's Le Labo Rose 31. I love the way this stuff smells. On me, no way. This is not my cup of tea for me to wear personally. I think it's definitely unisex. My wife is in love with this stuff. She's already claimed it. She's threatened divorce. She's like threatening to make me sleep on the couch every night. And I know you think this is all jokes, but the woman, like, legitimately, while I was going over preparing for the review, like, low-key hid the thing. I had to find it. So Hanny did a good job on this one. She definitely likes it. Now, for me as a man, I'm not about it. I don't like the way rose smells on my skin. I find that it's just not my cup of tea. So if you are that guy who likes rose, definitely check it out. And if you are that lady who's into rose fragrances and unisex fragrances that can also have a slight masculine touch on them, this is definitely for you. That's Damascus Rose. The next fragrance we're gonna go ahead and review is gonna be Bitter Soft. It's Alexandria Fragrances interpretation of Tuscan leather. I mean, check out this atomizer, by the way. Look at this. Like, there is a scent cloud in the room. Not one that I'm producing, but what that one spray did. I'm pretty sure my entire home smells like this stuff now, which I don't have a problem with. You get the same notes as, for the most part, that you get from Tuscan leather. The amber, the suede, the jasmine, the woods, and the leather. But what I really smell is the sweet notes in this. I don't know if you can see this, but Hanny has it printed right on the side of the bottle. It says leather, animalic, sweet, and smoky. It's a parfum extract. It's amazing. It's really close. It's like 90-95% close. But me personally, I find it to be better. I actually have a decant right here of Tom Ford's Tuscan leather. This one smells a little more on the leather side, a little more on the drier side. As bitter soft's a little sweeter. Honestly, when it comes to these two side by side, I mean, I know that seems dramatic and over the top, but I have no use for it. I mean, none at all. But anyway, like I said, the fragrance is bitter soft. All right, y'all, last but not least, the one that I'm super excited about, I'm super stoked about, is a house original. Yep, that's Omerta. I think that this fragrance symbolizes that Hanny knows what he's doing, that Alexandria Fragrances knows what they're doing. This is their own fragrance. This is not an interpretation of another one. So I think that this just shows that their interpretations are solid, because if they are able to interpret them so solid and to make these fragrances like this one, this original Omerta, it lets me know that this house is going to be around for a while. You have tobacco, vanilla, whiskey, and a dash of oud. It's very, very sophisticated. It's kind of like that. That's so good. It's kind of has the same vibe as Tuscan leather, except it's not so heavy and dense. This is a smoother fragrance. I feel like this one could be worn more in the earlier fall and closer to the summer, and also in winter, more versatile than Tuscan leather. I find that Tuscan leather for me would be more of a suit and tie dressed up fragrance and only fall and winter friendly. I think that Omerta is a masterpiece. I know that sounds like I'm fluffing, and look, man, I wish I would have gotten one that Hanny makes, which I'm sure there's one that Alexandria Fragrances has that people don't like. I wish I got one of them, because I would have been like, yo, this is not it. But this house is the ticket. I mean, this stuff is magic. So I think you should stop whatever you're doing, pause the video, come back, but pause the video, get on your computer, type this in on your phone, laptop, tablet, whatever you have to get on, order this, get you a bottle. This stuff is amazing. Anyway, that's enough gloating. That's Omerta. Alright guys, that about wraps it up. I'd like to say a special thank you to Hanny for sending me these. I know we had to fight with the United States Postal Service tooth and nail to get this to my house with all the problems they had. But man, thank you so much for the honor of doing this. And to everyone else out there, check this house out. I will link it below. You have to check it out. Again, dirt cheap, bonkers cheap. 30 mils for $34.99 for parfum extract, and 60 mils for $59.99. Get out of here. Bought it already. If you haven't paused this video 10 times and purchased 10 fragrances, you're absolutely bonkers. Definitely check them out. And as always, people, like, share, comment, subscribe. Show me the love, man. Keep watching. I enjoy doing this so much, and I hope you enjoy watching. Anyway, as always, guys.